barrel roll!
Hey guys, welcome back to the cast. After a long, much-needed break, /hiatus, you've probably been masturbating the entire time. Although that slightly may be true, I'm back with the cast, and I'm ready to tell you guys some stories. The first thing I want to address in this cast is, once again, yo-yo games, and why we keep talking about we're tearing each other apart. Oh my god! So apparently we keep talking about how the forums are in bad shape and how everything's become cluttered with spammers. But here's the thing. The reason we're in such bad shape is because, well, we keep putting up the topics about we're in bad shape. It's kind of alerting new members and probably driving them away to Sigma 9 or something like that. Okay? We keep acting like a bunch of whiny babies, and all we're going to get is whiny crap. Now, if you want to help the forums out, try posting something constructive. Post something somebody will care about. Ever since a little political ban, Kazel's probably been posting a lot less. I don't know, I haven't been there in a while. I'm on Game Jump most of the time now. So, now for the game reviews of the cast. First up, and the only game to review this cast, is a 2D cube game, so that earns it extra points. It's called Focus. Check it out. Focus is a platforming game. Of course, that's set by the standards of you jump on a platform. But seeing as this is a Jesse Venbrux game, you're not going to be just jumping on platforms for much longer. Apparently there's going to be some sort of twist. You'll see later. In the beginning, I guess you were captured and you were in this cage and you bust your way out and now you have to escape out of this cave. Now, the first few levels you trudge and trudge through some pretty easy traps and stuff. Nothing you can't really get through. And then you think, oh man, this is kind of boring actually. So you might not want to play for long. But don't lift your hands off that keyboard. You go into this dark level and all of a sudden everything changes when you catch this blue gem. You are now given the ability to apparently teleport and thrust across a certain area, which has a recharge time, however. Though this concept is not exactly completely original, as it's been done before in games like Crazy Over Goo, it still, however, adds some much needed depth to what would have been an ordinary platformer. But now, as you go through the game, you use your teleportation skills to either teleport through a wall, thrust upwards, try and avoid spikes. It's really interesting, and I can point out some really good points in this game and really bad points in this game. Well, not really bad, but stuff that should have been, looked at. The good things is that Jesse Venbrux pays some good attention to graphical detail. Although it's very simple, just like his other games, you still can feel that this game has some sort of escape, dark type feel atmosphere to it. So that's a plus. And the effects on the thrust, or the focus, as you call it, is marvelous. And it adds some real nice flair to it with the little distortion effects. Also, the gameplay is really solid. Perfect platforming controls. There's nothing I can see wrong with them. And the focus thing adds much depth to it, like freezing objects in place, or, just wanting to stop before you touch that spike. And it's not too cheap because you have to wait till it recharges, so you can't just jet across a level. The bad. Well, there's not much bad about this game, really. I mean, the game's pretty solid from beginning to end. It's got a large amount of levels. The only thing I could find wrong was the repetitive background. That's about it. I mean, could have done a little bit more with that. Other than that, the game doesn't have many gripes. The platforming is solid, and the gameplay is unique. So, the final verdict. This game won my affection, because, well, it's small, simple, and easy to get into, and quite addictive once you get used to the control. I say this game gets an 8.75 out of 10. Now guys, now that we reviewed that game, go out and play it. Now. I'm just kidding. Alright guys, another thing I want to talk to you about that's been sweeping the Modern Warfare 2 nation, Modern Warfare 2 itself, but other than that, the Javelin Glitch. You know, the infamous Javelin Glitch. Check the video in the sidebar that I put in there for you, if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about. The Javelin Glitch is pretty much, if you played Resistance 2, overload. And it's really annoying. Now there's going to be a patch for it. I think the patch is already released for Xbox 360. Sony, however, is making sure that the patch is perfect and that there are no flaws, redundancy, and that to make sure, so they haven't validated it yet, and it's right now hurting us on the PSN. It's quite crazy actually running into somebody with the Javelin and you just kill them and you explode spontaneously. So really, all those, just look out for somebody with a Javelin. It's going to annoy you. But however, look out for me too. CPT Nemo 31. Add me on the PSN. We'll go and play a couple games. I have other games that you like too. Games are now listed. So anyways, also, last things I want to mention in this cast are 3 things. 1, I am tracking Banov's Dubloon. You know Banov, who made Assassin Blue, one of my favorites. So Banov's making an RPG, a point and click, and it's pretty unique now. So I'm going to give you a quick little screenshot of it. Looks sweet, right? Make sure you ask Banov about Dubloon, and you know he has it on Game Jolt, so go and play the demo, and I'll give you the link in the sidebar. Also, there's another thing I want to talk about. Game Jolt. I mean, not Game Jolt. Another thing I want to talk about is Game Torpedo, a site that, although started out good, it's a really good site, but it's being really neglected in terms of users being on and games and stuff. Only has 89 projects as I checked today. Okay? Guys, if you want another community to go to advertise your games, like I said before, get more notoriety for your game, Game Torpedo is another one of those sites, and it's a portal to more notoriety. So please, just check out Game Torpedo before you say, bah, I don't need it. I got my cheesy poofs. The last thing I want to talk about with you guys is my blog. I've now moved it over to LiveJournal because I cannot stand proxying just to put up one post, because Windows parental controls blocks my crap. Unfortunate. Imagine the failure. So I want you to go check over the blog. I put up my first post, the AOS 2 soundtrack. There's 3 tracks up there, and yes, if you ask around and find a rumor that there's an ordinary shooter movie coming, there's true. An AOS movie is coming, and I'm making it in 2.5D. And if you don't know what the heck that means, I'll explain in the sidebar. So guys, thanks for watching the return of the cast. I really appreciate you guys actually subscribing. But here's one more thing I have to ask you. Subscribe, and then spread the word about my cast and help me get more views. And, you know, just help me spread the word about your games. If you want me to review your games, my email is in the sidebar. It's on my page. You know how to contact me through many sites, which I'll put in the sidebar as well. But just help me get out there, and I'll help you get out there. So, thanks guys for watching the cast. I have to go do something else now, so I'll be peacing out. Alright, peace.